my blade for cut these shades.
Listen to me. If you're pregnant with your first child or you're thinking about having a baby, I need you to hear me when I say this, because nobody tells you the truth, not your friends, not your mom, not social media. The first 2 years after having a baby can destroy a relationship that was already shaky. And I'm not saying that to scare you, I'm saying that to protect you. Now, this isn't for the women who have night nurses and chefs, nannies, housekeepers, and a village. And if you have all that support, that's amazing. But most women don't. And most women are walking into pregnancy thinking love will be enough. And I promise you, pregnancy and postpartum will show you the reality of your relationship faster than anything else in life. So let me be very real. If you have cracks in your relationship now, a baby will magnetize those cracks. A baby will turn those cracks into fucking craters. If your man doesn't help you around the house, if he's lazy, if he's used to you being the default housewife while he's chilling or, playing video games for hours. You might think it's cute now, you might be okay with that and let those issues slip under the rug, but wait until you're bleeding, leaking, exhausted, dealing with hormonal issues, you're sleep deprived, and you hear a baby screaming and he's playing Xbox, you're gonna wanna throw that out the window. And it won't just be irritation, it becomes resentment. It becomes, why am I alone in this? It becomes, why doesn't he see me drowning? I watched this happen firsthand. A friend of mine thought everything was perfect. She was the wife who cooked, cleaned, she worked, she catered to her man, her 2 children, did everything. And then she has her second baby, it's COVID, she's sick, the baby's sick, climbing all over her, her other kid is screaming, and her husband is just sitting next to her, texting his friends, not helping, not checking, not caring. And that's when she realized a good partner is hands-on. A good man steps up. A baby doesn't change him into a better man. It exposes who he already was. Now let me back this up with facts, because this isn't just my opinion. 2/3 of couples report a serious drop in relationship satisfaction after having their first baby. But that does not mean anything about the child, because a child is always a blessing. However, it is so important that when you are choosing who to have a child with, that you make sure it is a person who is caring and pours into you naturally already, because a baby isn't going to make that man pour into you. Women take on 68% more household labor after childbirth, and that is facts. Men's free time increases in the first year postpartum. Women's drops to almost nothing. Postpartum depression hits about 1 in 7 mothers, and anxiety even more. Sleep deprivation alone can create symptoms similar to depression, anger issues, and emotional detachment in both parents. And here's the kicker. Cheating spikes during the first year postpartum. Emotional withdrawal spikes. Men going out more, helping less, detaching more. Happens way more than people talk about. So when I say you need to pick the right man before you get pregnant, I am not being dramatic. I am being factual. Let me tell you something that stuck with me forever. Before I ever had a baby, I worked in nightlife in New York City. And one night I'm finishing my shift and I'm about to catch a cab in the meatpacking district. And this man comes up to me. He was dressed well, carried himself well, and he helps me get a cab. Super nice. He's like, you took care of my table tonight. I'd love to take you to dinner. I said, sure. Gave him my number, one of those things. And at this point, I was in law school and single, and I really didn't go out besides working on weekends, but I thought, like, why not? So 1 hour later, I'm out to dinner with my girls after work now, and I get a message from a woman. Did my husband just give you his number? And she's like, I saw it on his Apple Watch. I'm home with our 3-month-olds. I was sick. I apologized. I blocked him immediately, and I told her not to worry. I will never contact this man, but you deserve so much more. Because listen to me, he wasn't some 22-year-old boy. He was a grown man, married, not wearing a ring, with a newborn at home. This shit is common, and don't let anyone tell you different. If your man needs constant boys' nights, if he thinks he has to escape, if he's still living like he's single, if he thinks going to the gym or going out is more important than being present with you, and by right now, let's say you don't have a child, if he is doing these things instead of putting time, energy, and care into you, fatherhood is not going to change that. Do not make that man the father of your child, because when shit hits the fan and things start to change and he gets overwhelmed, he is going to use that as an excuse to escape and to cheat. Is that wrong? No lies said. You will not be okay if you choose a man like that with his lifestyle when you're postpartum. And you shouldn't be. When you're 100 pounds heavier, bleeding, recovering, feeding a newborn, crying in the shower, not fitting into your clothes, do you really want this man saying, oh, I have to go spend 3 hours at the gym, then I'm gonna go with the boys here? The last thing you want is a man who leaves you alone to go live his best life. If he's not pouring into you now, please do not have a baby with him. And let me tell you something women don't say out loud. Postpartum changes you. The woman you are now, she's not ever going to come back exactly the same. You will crave more reassurance, more help, more love, more safety, and that is not being needy. That is your biology screaming for partnership while you're vulnerable. And he will change too. And you need to pray he changes for the better. Because the man who tells you your body looks different or ignores you or criticizes you or tears you down when you're at your lowest, that is not a man. That is a liability. Here's how you're gonna prepare before you get pregnant. And I want you to use this checklist. Number one is I want you to watch how he acts when you're sick, when you're stressed, and when you're overwhelmed. That is your preview of postpartum. Number two, I want you to notice if he helps without being asked. If you have to beg now, you will drown later. Number three, watch how he talks to you. If he's belittling you now, postpartum will break you. Number four, notice if he's emotionally intelligent. If he can't hold space for your feelings now, he won't magically learn when there's a baby. Number five, therapy, therapy, therapy. I don't even want to talk to a man who's not in therapy. And if he refuses, that is a red flag. Men who avoid emotional work make terrible postpartum partners. Number six, set expectations before pregnancy, okay? So what I want you to do is talk about nights out. How often are you okay with the nights out? Gym time, chores, money, sleep shifts. Ask yourself, does he pour into me not once a month, but every day? For those of you who are making excuses still and saying, well, you know, I'm okay with that, and like trying to just play content and nice, you are selling yourself short and you are setting yourself up for something that will only leave you feeling like you're drowning, alone, and miserable. You have to have and be okay with having higher standards with the person you are choosing to let into your world and let into your life and build a family and have a child with. Now, here's a checklist for couples. Number one, create a postpartum plan. Who cooks, who cleans, who wakes up when, and I want you guys to write it down. Number two, schedule emotional check-ins weekly. Postpartum communication prevents resentment. Number three, I want you to agree on boundaries with friends, family, and boys' nights. Your baby comes first. Number four, learn about the postpartum nervous system. Know that she will not be herself at first, and it's gonna take time. He needs to have compassion, not criticism. Number five, understand the seasons. Your relationship will not look romantic or sexy for a while, and that is just normal. Sexy, which what used to be sexy lingerie and candle might turn into, you know, a cozy dinner on the couch and both of you just being there to reassure one another. And that is sexy, that is beautiful. Number six, I want you to choose love over pride. You're both exhausted and I need you guys to show grace to one another. Number seven, when resentment shows up, talk immediately. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Don't let it rot your home. The first 2 years are no joke. They push you, they challenge you, they expose everything, but they also bond you in a way nothing else can. If your partner shows up for you when you're weak, swollen, exhausted, emotional, bleeding, and vulnerable, that is someone who loves you at your core. That is someone you built a life with. Babies are blessings. I've said this before, I will always feel this way. Babies are blessings, but the partner you choose determines whether motherhood feels like heaven or hell. So choose wisely. Choose someone who loves you loudly. Choose someone who is willing to grow, not someone who expects you to do everything alone or walks out when things get hard. And if you're already pregnant or you're already in this season, I see you. You're not traumatic. You're not crazy. You're becoming a mother and you deserve to be loved through it. If you're a new mom looking for guidance, support, and other women who are in your position going through postpartum and need additional support, whether it's in your exercise routine and also helping you understand what's going on with your body hormonally, mentally, emotionally, follow Baddiee After Baby Academy on Instagram and the Baddiee After Baby on TikTok. And if you want one-on-one coaching, I'm finally offering that now. Book a call with me, link in bio.
Rather let my lips be drugged through mud. You're my brother, but your eyes are cold. You're my sister, but your womb is bare. A wise man closes his mouth, a madman closes his fist, young man shows his age.